Okay guys, I'm done reading the leaflets, and now they said make sure the area that you're going to be applying the patch on is clean and dry. So I've cleaned underneath my abdomen. So it's the Estradiol trademal system. Change patch only on these days. So today is Friday and I chose to do it in the morning. I picked up the medication yesterday evening, but I decided to wait till Friday. So if I put it on Friday, then I have to do it on Monday. So yeah, so at least here it actually says in English. The leaflet was in Swedish, but I also found you can download the leaflets and translate to whichever language that you use. So yeah, so it says start at notch corner, tear patch open, remove patch from pouch, hold patch with protective liner facing you, peel off one side of the protective liner and discard. Apply sticky side of patch to clean dry area of the abdomen. Carefully remove the other piece of protective liner and discard. Press patch firmly in place. So we're going to do it together, guys. I don't know if this light is too bright. I'm just gonna open it now, and that's how the back is. So this is a pack of 8. I was prescribed the bigger pack, but they don't have it in stock. So we went for this, and it's more expensive, but anything to just help stop this sweating, guys. So you open it like that. Read. Oh, there's another leaflet in here as well. I bet it's in Swedish as well. Let me see. Maybe this is actually in English. Oh, it's actually in English. So there was one the pharmacy gave me was in Swedish, but look, they have it in English as well. That's so good. I'm just gonna open it like this. So apparently this is like a slow release, unlike the what do they call it? The tablets. It's like a plaster, guys. You know how you put plaster on? So I'm going to do it now, but I'm not going to show you guys underneath my belly. So they said below your abdomen. So that's how it looks. And it's slow release. So let me put this on. Whew, wish me luck, guys. I'm already sweating there. So I'm just gonna peel one side open, right? Oh, and then I'm gonna find my belly underneath. And then I'm gonna peel the other side. Okay, so I've done that, and they said press it down. That wasn't so bad. It's like what do they call it? They say hold it down for like 10 seconds, right? It's like plaster, but it feels really good, guys. It feels very smooth. Well, that's until I fold myself back. Downside of being overweight, guys. Ever since I had the surgical induced menopause, I'm struggling to lose the fat. I'm literally struggling. So a little backstory. I had a complete hysterectomy in 2022. It was an emergency one. For those of you that don't know why, it's I had advanced stage of endometriosis. I had multiple fibroids. I had ovarian cysts, and I had endometriosis that was literally attached to every part of my female reproductive organ. I had it on my womb. I had it my intestine, my kidney, my bowels. I had it everywhere. So after the lockdown, it had a hip pain. So I thought maybe it was because, you know, when we were on lockdown, everybody kind of like went, you know, I went into if everything was going to be over, let me just eat and eat and eat. So I think I just went, oh, you know, I was on a eating comforts. Actually, food just gave me comforts. Then I'm still pressing down, guys, so that's why I'm kind of like telling you guys a story. I had a hip problem, so they sent me to a physiotherapist, and the physiotherapist actually did some exercise with me, and the guy was like that he couldn't really find anything. But he then said, I would refer you to a gynecologist. Sorry, I will refer you to another doctor. And I think that doctor actually saved my life, guys. In fact, I think the two doctors, if they hadn't done what they did, I would never have known there was something wrong with me. Because in the past, I have known when I was not well, because I've had multiple surgeries to remove the endometriosis and fibroids and cysts, and it keeps coming back. So this time around I had no symptoms except my side my hip pain. So he referred me to the woman, and the female doctor looked at me, and my stomach was swollen. So then I was still slim, but my stomach was swollen. And she looked at me, she was like, have you had fibroid before? I said, yes, I have. And she was like, I'm referring you to a gynecologist, a gynecologist, a specialist. And I was like, that's too extreme. I only came to kind of tell you I've got hip pain, and now, and because I had an intention of doing IVF again, because I did IVF in the past and it failed, and I had surgery, and that's for another day, guys. Let me not confuse you guys. So she referred me, like, in England then, that things were just opening up, they were stretched. So they referred me, I think it was a month later. Okay, yeah, it was a month later I got there. The doctor, and this was a surgeon that's actually operated on me numerous times. And they did some check, they did x-ray, they did scan, they did blood works, and then they said, no, that the surgeon actually said this is the worst he's ever seen in his life. Like, the scan was just a mess, guys. The endometriosis is just a piece of let me not say it. So yeah, so they said it was so bad that unfortunately that they cannot. And I was like, just save my womb, please. And besides, the previous surgery that I did, they actually operated in my womb as well to remove the endometriosis. So they said now it's just, and then they told me that my womb was already very weak and very thin and very so that I need to like go and do the IVF, and then hopefully if I have a baby, then I can, what do they call it? I can then have, they can then give me other options. So, but now he was like, unfortunately, there's nothing else they can do. And, that's, my life is more important. Shouldn't it be more important? Because the endometriosis was around my intestine, my bowels and all that. And I was like, but I never had any symptoms like before. Before I used to have like symptoms that I won't wish on even my worst enemy, if I even had any. And he was like, no, that, and it's everything happened very quick, guys. So I didn't even have time to think, what would I be thinking of? No, I don't want to do it. If I don't do it, then apparently I would have been on a kidney transplant, because it's also affected my kidneys and stuff like that. So there wasn't time to think, guys. And this was after the lockdown, when we just stay opening up in 2022, right? I did the surgery in May. So so they said, he's going to try and put me in as soon as possible. Even when he said it to me that he'll try and put me in as soon as possible, I meant to be grateful, guys, right? So I went home and I was like, I bet this man wants to use me for experiments. If he's saying that this is the worst one he's ever seen, and he's like an endometriosis surgeon, like that's what he's he's the best. I think they said the only 3 of them around Staffordshire, if I'm not mistaken. But there are not a lot of them that do this. And I was like, this guy wants to use me to write his new medical story or something. Like the way he's like so eager to like get this done, because I'm like, I think I just started thinking of all the negatives. I was like, this man wants to use me for experiment. This man wants, and then in the end, my husband was like, no, that, they won't, this is, it's reality. So yeah, it got me, like, it messed me up, guys. Mentally, I'm still in recovery. I don't think there's a time limit for, your recovery, or to get your head around the fact that you won't have kids anymore. And I know it's a topic that it's in my culture, they don't want you to share this part of your life. But I think if I don't share it, who knows, there may be some other person from my ethnicity that is going through this in hiding, and feels like, oh, I can't talk to anyone, and maybe if they see me talking about it, they will feel confident to share how they feel as well, because I know I will get a lot of flack for doing this, guys. But you only have one life to live, and you have to do what's good for you. So so it was, everything was very quick. They were so nice, a surgeon. And they says, unfortunately, I would have 3 surgeons there. So after he does his own, he has a bowel specialist as well. My memory is not so clear, but I know that he says there were 3 specialists that were going to do the operation, and it took, I think, 8 hours. And I remember my husband telling me when I woke up that they said it was the worst. He said what he saw there. I've got the pictures, but I don't know if I should share it with you guys. It says that the fibroid was as big as a watermelon. It's so large. I have got the pictures, but if you guys want to see the pictures, you can leave me a comment and maybe I will just blur it or something. But I don't want to traumatize anyone, because I did ask him for a picture. I was like, please, can I have a picture and let me see what they removed? And he said it was so bad, that it was really bad. So I think he gave me that comfort, knowing that I did the right thing. Like he said, it was so bad, it would never have gotten any better. So they removed everything. So this is the point now that I wish I knew. Because before I went into having the surgical induced the hysterectomy, I had a complete hysterectomy, guys. So they removed my fallopian tubes, they removed my ovaries, they removed my womb, they removed every single thing. They even removed some part of my bowel as well, because it was all affected with the endometriosis. But this is the point where I wish I knew this before I did the surgery. Was I went on YouTube and I was researching about hysterectomy. And no offense to the people that shared their stories, they did amazing. Whatever I watched there was okay, but I think I was in fantasy land. I was thinking, okay, at least after this I'll get myself again, I won't have a period, because even though I wasn't having severe pains like I used to in the past, I still had like period pain from hell. So literally 3 weeks out of a month, I was just a shadow of myself. And like my husband says, that's no way to live your life. Like, we couldn't even plan a holiday, guys. So for years I never went anywhere, because you couldn't plan a holiday, because like the only time that we actually ventured to do something adventurous was when we went to on a cruise to Finland, and my husband actually had to go and start asking for painkillers. That was how bad it was, that it just messed everything for us, guys. So I wish I kind of like knew a lot more about what was to come after the hysterectomy, the complete hysterectomy, because all I was like seeing was like, oh, you stop having your period, but I didn't think of like the psychological, the mental, the physical, the everything that comes after having a complete hysterectomy, guys. I never thought of it. Maybe if I had prepared my head, maybe things would be different. But I just didn't think, guys. I was like, okay, I'll get my life back. And the life that I have now, sometimes I wish, I says to my husband, I wish I didn't. But he was like, no, if you didn't, endometriosis does not reduce, it keeps spreading. So yeah, so I just have to get my head around I did the right thing. So, but now it's the downsides is the hot flashes, the body ache, the overweightness, the down days, and all them side effects of having immediate menopause. Like my doctor said to me, that think of it as other women have gradual, they have premenopause, menopause, and postmenopause, but me, I've got like boom, everything all in one day. And I wish I was prepared for it, because I felt like after the surgery I had complications. That's for another day, guys, because my surgery was not just straightforward. It was like, it was so complicated. But I will share that on another day. So, yeah, so I wish I knew all this. So when I came to Sweden, they had to like do some tests and everything before they put me on the medication. I have a video, I think, of when I went for the test to find out if I can have HRT medication. I've got like chest pain. I don't know, maybe it's fear. So yeah, so the patch is on, guys. So yeah, it's on. Yeah, and it's not come off yet, and they said you can shower with it as well. So yeah, so I've tried is it Feminist? I've tried Activilia, if I pronounced it well. HRT medication, it didn't work for me, and I think the Activilia actually made things really worse because I went so down, like mentally I was down. So the lovely doctor gave me these patches. I don't know, is it fear? Or is it because I'm talking too much? So yeah, she gave me this lovely, she said, let's try this one, that it's a slow release. And so fingers crossed, this may help stop my sweating, because you can see I'm still sweating. It's January and I'm sweating. It's cold outside, guys, but I'm still sweating. So I'm going to try this now. I'm going to try and go and drink some water, guys. Maybe I'm just being hypochondriac because I just had like coffee as well. So yeah, so I'm going to try this now, and yeah, so that was a little backstory about how I got here. So this is the third HRT trial of another thing that I'm going to try, and fingers crossed the patch actually works for me. So is there anyone that's tried this? Did it work for them? Based on my backstory, if you have some similar backstory with the surgical induced menopause, the total complete hysterectomy, leave a comment and let me know, guys. I'm just gonna go and drink some water, and I'm not going to school today, guys, so I just need to write to my my teacher as well that today I'm trying a new medication, so I need to like just stay at home and study. I've got exams on Monday, so we are doing I'm redoing my exams, guys. I had my exam in December. I didn't give you guys updates. I actually failed. So I didn't fail the writing. I didn't fail the LASA A, B. I didn't fail all that. I failed in the speaking. So I think when you speak English, you struggle more to like switch to Swedish. I don't know if there's anyone that is from England or that speaks Swedish English that is struggling to transition to Swedish. So yeah, so when I went in for my speaking, I froze. All I kept saying was, I remembered one of my besties, she uses this word, yaviet inte. When I got in there, my teacher was there, and the other lady was there, and they were saying something to me. I swear I could hear what they were saying, but I just had this nervous, like, because I suffer from anxiety sometimes. So all I kept saying was, yaviet inte. And I was like, please, my teacher, can I please leave now? I was like sweating. And that was it. So yeah, so I'm redoing the exam again because I need to do the speaking. So I'm confident with the writing. I'm confident with the reading because I watch a lot of TV with subtitles, and I've got photographic memory, guys. So when you do have photographic memory, you tend to like, yeah, I just grab things very quick. And like I said to my husband, this is the first time in my life I'm actually scared of exams. Like in the past, because I did sciences, if it was maths, if I was having a maths exam, physics exam, chemistry exam, biology exam, any exam, history, I would smash it. But with the language thing, it's really like taking me, I need to up my game. So yeah, so I'll have to write to my teacher now and tell her that I just need to rest today and let this medication do its work. So the patch is on now, and maybe on Monday is when I'm meant to change it. I probably will come back and share with you guys, have I stopped sweating or not. I'll probably do it in the evening because on Monday morning I've got to go to school, guys, because I've got my exam Monday and Tuesday. Wish me luck, guys. And yeah, so that's it for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed enjoyed this video, and if you're finding value to my videos and you want to be a part of my community of explorers, it's all about realness. I try to be as real as possible, and if you want to be a part of my family, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also find me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram and I'm on TikTok. I'm new to all these guys, so I need your support. If you want to support a girl like me, then click that subscribe button, guys, because there's so much to share with you guys. I've got so much going on that I need to go, guys, because I'm getting like tightness here, so I need to go. But I don't think it's to do with this medicine, guys. I think it's just maybe I drank my coffee and got like heartburn or something. So yeah, so I just need to go and relax. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Stay blessed, stay safe, and keep being positive.